Trump.
Part of the world. A little bit cold out, but we'll take it, right? Beautiful. Thank you, everybody. We've had so much fun, and I love Iowa. We've done really well here. The polls have just said we're even. You're the only one where I'm even. We're winning every single national poll. We're winning every single state poll. We're even here. That's not going to happen, right? We don't want even. Even's so good. I have a feeling we're going to surprise a lot of people on February 1st. Surprised. I have very little doubt about it, actually, and I just want to thank you all for being here. I know it's cold, and I know you have a record crowd. They just told me, the owners just said this is a record. We had big crowds, but usually people are sitting. They got rid of all the seats because we get a lot more people in. So I want to thank you. Our country's in trouble, very, very serious trouble. No matter what aspect of our country you look at, whether it's the military, which is not prepared. You know, General Oriano, just recently when he left, he said, in terms of preparedness, we're the worst that we've been. Think of this, the worst that we've been. And I think he said since inception, but let's take it back to World War II or World War I.
Right on.
We can't do that. We need strength in our military. And I'm going to build our military bigger and better and stronger than ever before. Bigger and better and stronger. And hopefully nobody's going to mess with us, and hopefully by doing that, you know, in many ways, that's the cheapest thing you can do. You know, instead of ending up in these protracted wars, I see the generals so often. They're always being interviewed on television. Do you think General MacArthur was a big interviewer on television? Oh, do you think that General Patton, George Patton, went on television? And they get interviewed. They say what we're going to do, how we're going to do it. I saw one of the generals recently, nice guy, and he's saying how tough ISIS is. Oh, they're very tough. Well, how are we going to do? I don't know, they're very tough. Can you imagine the enemy's watching this, and they're saying, is this what we're fighting? Not going to happen anymore, folks. We're going to have the toughest, smartest people. We're going to have security, real security in our country. And by the way, while I'm on, I never mention the military without mentioning the fact that our vets are going to be treated great. They're going to be treated great. They're not treated right. We have illegal immigrants that are treated better in many cases than our vets. It's not going to happen anymore. The Veterans Administration is a mess. It's corrupt. It's run poorly. Our vets are going to be treated well. So just put it down and guarantee it's going to happen, all right? One other thing I have to say, you know, there's been a lot of talk that Iowa's going to go next cycle in the back of the pack. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. This has been a great tradition. You know, a lot of people are talking about putting Iowa now, this incredible tradition. And then you won't see me as much. That would be terrible, right? And I won't see you, because it's not the same thing. Iowa's going to remain right where it is. It's going to remain right exactly where it is. So you can bank on it, folks. You can bank on it. So the polls came out. Last night, Fox came out with a big poll, and we did great. But we've been doing good from the beginning. My wife said, you know, if you run, you're going to win. Nice to have a wife that feels that, right? You know, a lot of wives would say, you know, if you run, you don't have a chance. Do me a favor, darling, go do it. She said, if you run, you're going to win. So from the beginning, we announced on June 16th, and almost right from that week, we have been like a rocket ship. And these characters back here, these press, some of the most dishonest people in the world, right there. Look, wait for it. Some of the most dishonest, honestly, some of the most seriously dishonest people in the world. I've never seen anything like it. No matter what you do, it doesn't matter. And it's just really, now I have to say 25% are good. And actually the number is getting up. Time magazine wrote a cover story on me, right? You saw it. you got to go out and buy Time magazine. I don't say this often. They wrote a cover story. You know, I got a couple of covers. First of all, they said I should have won Person of the Year, right? They gave it to Chancellor Merkel, who's got serious problem. That was not a good move that was made in Germany, I want to tell you. But everybody said, all the pundits were saying, yes, Trump is going to win, Trump is going to, and everybody said, you're going to win. I said, no, I won't, because I'm not establishment. They don't have the guts to give it to me. And I was right. I was right. So that's okay. But they wrote a story a few weeks before that, I was the cover, and that was okay. But this story is so well written. I don't know, I never spoke to the writer. He just took the campaign, which is all of us, folks. It's not me, it's all of us. Because no matter where I go, we go to Dallas, 21,000 in Dallas at the Mavericks Arena, packed. We go to Alabama, 35,000 people, Mobile, Alabama. We go to Oklahoma, we had over 20,000 people standing in the field. We had a convention center, it held 10,000 people. After about a day, we said, this isn't working. We just took a field. And it was very, very windy, so I put a hat on, a Make America Great hat, right? But no matter where we go, and then in Iowa, we always have the biggest crowds. They were saying at our last venue, you know, I just left another place, right? You know where I left. Where did I leave? Correct. And one of our top competitors, maybe our top competitor was there, had 1/5 the crowd that we had. Same thing here, no matter who you get. And it's really a movement. What we're doing is a movement. It's called Make America Great. And we're going to make it greater than ever before. We have a chance, I think, with what we have going, with how great the people of this country are, we have a chance to make it maybe greater than ever before. And I mean it. And I mean it. And I mean it 100%.